The hits just keep piling up here in free agent frenzy here as the National Football League has officially entered that legal tampering phase, which means Kirk Cousins, he is off to Hotlanta as he has signed a huge deal with the Atlanta Falcons. How big? How about to the tune of 4 years, $180 million, with $100 million of that guaranteed. Kirk Cousins, he is the GOAT when it comes to getting paid during free agency. The Vikings, they were said to be in on the discussions right up to the 12th hour here. But in the end, you have to figure that the fact that Kirk Cousins' wife is from the Atlanta area, that could have been the deciding factor. Now, Cousins, he automatically bumps the fantasy values of everyone there in Atlanta. Drake London should be considered a top 12 wide receiver heading into the 2024 draft. Bijan Robinson, he's going to continue to be an absolute stud. And Kyle Pitts, let's be honest, his value could not have gotten any worse. Now, if you look at what Cousins has done with tight ends, historically, TJ Hawkinson, 960 yards with Cousins under center. And you can go all the way back to Cousins' time in Washington with Jordan Reed, who also flirted with 1,000-yard seasons. So it's easy to think that maybe Kyle Pitts could be in line for a 1,000-yard season sooner rather than later. Now, the question is, if Kyle Pitts wants that 1,000 yards receiving, he's going to have to give Cousins something. Will he give him? Will he relinquish that number 8 jersey? Well, that's to be seen. Now, obviously, there's going to be concern when it comes to Kirk Cousins as he is coming off that Achilles injury, and he will be 40 when this deal expires. But Cousins' body of work has him as the top free agent on the market this season, Achilles injury or not. Cousins has thrown for at least 4,200 yards in 3 straight seasons outside of last season, which he was injured, and he's thrown for more than 4,000 yards in 7 of his last 9 years. Now, expectations are that Cousins, he gets right back around that 4,000-yard passing mark, 27 to 30 passing touches, assuming that his recovery is going well and he's on schedule to return at the start of the season, which makes him an ideal second quarterback to roster who could easily become your starter. Sound familiar? That's been Kirk Cousins throughout his fantasy career. With the Buccaneers essentially locking up Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, the Falcons, they needed to make this move in the NFC South as it is as wide open as any division in the NFL. And this move, it puts them ahead of the Buccaneers, in my opinion, as the favorites to win this division. With that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure your notifications are turned on as we continue with our fantasy football free agency news and notes throughout the offseason.